We're knights of the round table, we dance whenever we're able. We do routines, we chorus scenes, with footwork impeccable. We dine well here in Camelot, we eat ham and jam and spam a lot.
Hello folks, D-Vang here. Welcome to quest number 2 of Zombicide Black Plague, Knights of the Round. I'm going to play, I would say I got the 6 characters, takeoff characters of the Monty Python Knights of the Round Table that I am using, the 6 of them. We have Gilbert in blue. We have Beauregard in green. We have Montalban in orange. We have Mortimer in yellow. We have Bob, the enchanter, in purple. And we have Chauncy in red. And that is the order. If you want to see more about the characters and the order that I'm using them in, I would recommend you look at the first part of Quest 1, where I kind of go over the heroes, go over the survivors, and some of their abilities. And they are equipped the same as last time. Gilbert has a hammer, Beauregard has a short bow, Mortimer has a short sword, Montalban has a short sword, Mortimer has his great sword, because in blue he starts his great sword, and this is something I didn't do last time that I should have done, he also starts with a starting short sword, because the starting weapon is an addition. Bob is going to start with a mana blast, and Chauncy starts with a short sword. So, that is the arrangement here. This is quest number 2 entitled The Black Book. It is an easy 6+ survivor. Now we know it's not just our village. A zombie plague has spread across the land. What's going on? The necromancer we killed held notes in his laboratory, most of them referring to a mysterious black book and other items of power. Exploring the surroundings could prove useful to get a better grasp about the threat we're facing. Of course, there are zombies on the way. Familiar faces turn to monsters. Hey, that one owed me money. So, the objectives are to steal the black book, which is the objective in the center building here. Claim the artifacts, so take both of the vault artifacts. We're going to have to go into both vaults. And then feel the power, get to the red danger level with at least 1 survivor. So somebody will be getting to red, so that will be interesting. Special rules. Setup. There's a blue and a green objective randomly amongst the tokens. And there's a random vault item in each of the vaults. Each objective gets 5 experience points. The green spawn is inactive until the green token is taken. And the blue door cannot be opened until the blue token is taken. The green door cannot be opened until the green token is taken. So one thing to note about the map here is that this central building has no doors to the outside. It must be accessed through one of the 2 vaults. Excuse me. And the vaults are located behind the colored doors. Each of them is located behind the colored door. So, while this could be one of the 2 colored tokens, one of these other 4 has the other one, or both of them could be out here. So that is something of interest, and basically the fact is you don't necessarily have to open both of these rooms, because you can get in here from the vaults. So as long as you get into one of those, you can get in here and get that last one. So again, it's take this objective, get into both of the vaults, and then get somebody into red. Pretty simple, pretty uncomplicated there. So let's go ahead and get started. So the big important thing starting out is opening some doors. So this is going to be the sort of the largest of the room. Well, I guess both of these have two rooms, and obviously would like to get into one of these while I'm still in blue. Whether that's possible or not. Now the There's no spawn there. We are in range of that. So I think Gilbert's going to go try to open that door. So he's going to go 1, 2, 3. He's going to attempt to open that door. And he fails. Well, that makes a noise. Alright. So we go to Beauregard, who cannot open a door. So he will just go 1, 2. And he'll wait for, basically, he's going to help face off against the spawns there. Now it's on to Mortimer. Now, we do have the second short sword, Montalban, I keep saying that, Montalban in orange. Mortimer does have a second short sword. So do we have Montalban use it, or do we have Chauncy? Both of those have a short sword. I guess theoretically I could have given the sword to Beauregard so he had something to open door, but I think it's better to get somebody else with some melee. I think let's wait. I think Chauncy may take it. Although Montalban has hit and run, which could be really useful with 2 weapons. So yes, let's take, for one action, he's going to take the second short sword from Montalban, or Mortimer. I keep doing that, getting them mixed up. Montalban takes the short sword from Mortimer. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. He's going to come help here. We'll have Mortimer come this way. 1, 2, and now he's going to try to help open the door there. We are hoping that there are no wolves in there if he does. Oh, wow. He easily opened that. Boom. Busted the door in. Alright, so spawning the room right in front. And of course we get 3 wolves, which is absolutely the worst possible thing to draw. So it looks like we got some wounds gonna get dished out. So it is to Bob. So Bob has to go 1, 2, and he's gonna take a shot. And he kills one, which will help. And so then last is Chauncy. You know what? I think they're fine. I'm going to take 4 hits. So I think I'm going to we'll move him over here so we can simply spread the hits around. Oh, and I forgot the second spawn for that other room. So we get 1 NPC. Back here. Alright. So yeah. That is the really bad disadvantage of wolves in opening up doors as your last action with the wolves around. So, ouch. All the heroes have gone, so the zombies get to go. So first action, move. Second action, they attack. So we'll take 1. So there's 2 hits. We'll take 1 on Gilbert and 1 on Montalban, I guess. Or, well, I guess we'll do Mortimer since he's the one that opened the door. Can't do Montalban. Montalban's over here. All right. So Mortimer takes a wound. No, nothing to do there. We do have Ironhide for Gilbert, so he has 1 die, 6+ armor save. Fails, so he's going to take 1 wound. Okay, and then the third action of their activation is 2 more. Alright, and both Bob and Chauncy will take a wound. Theoretically, I could take another hit with Gilbert, but given, you know, his Ironhide's only a 6+, that's not going to be very useful. And now we spawn. Let's spawn here and work our way around. So we have 2 walkers right here. Then we have 1 runner. Over here. And then over there in the far corner we have nothing. Oh, and I should mention I am going to go right now with the rule of only 1 abomination on the board at a time. If we get another abomination card, it will simply spawn a fatty instead. Simply because these characters are not maxed out. You know, they're not min-maxed for dealing with abominations early on. It still is not going to prevent abominations from spawning early, but it will at least keep their numbers down. All right, so we now start with turn 2. We'll move these noise tokens. It was not a good start. So we have Beauregard here with the bow, and he's going to shoot. Again, we have to be careful though, because he gets 2 experience per guy that he kills. So 3 will kill, and that gets him 2. And then, you know what? He'll go ahead and do a second shot, and that will kill him. That gives him 2. All right, and his third one, he will step here. And now we have orange, so Montalban will move here. He will attempt to open this door. He fails. You know what? He's going to do it again. If I end up getting more wolves, well, that will be the end of this game. I guess I can wait. Because he will go first next turn. So we'll go ahead and we'll have them wait. Now it's Mortimer. So Mortimer with his great sword is going to try to finish off these wolves that are here. He gets 1. Alright. His second attack gets 1. So he gets 2. And then 3. Well, Bob's next. I think that's probably okay. 3, he's going to move in. Because I think Bob's going to come this way to help, so the Beauregard doesn't have to do all that work. So, Bob, speaking of which, Bob is going to go 1, 2, 3. Then we've got Chauncy, who's going to spend 1, 2 to attack, 3 to attack, got him. And sure, he'll go ahead and keep that 1, so that does not give him an experience point. And then Gilbert. So Gilbert will move in and then search. Ooh, and he gets the healing spell. So that was 2. So 3, he will go ahead and heal himself. For 1. And we'll put a noise there. Good, he can heal people. And that'll be good before everybody takes off from there. In fact, actually, he's not going to heal himself. He will go ahead and heal Mortimer. Since Mortimer already has a great sword, is not as necessary to stay and search. So Chauncy and Gilbert will search for a bit in there. And he was the last person. So noisiest zone's going to be here because there's 4 there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So he's going to go here, and then he's going to split, unfortunately. Since it's the same distance to get there. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep. Alright. Now we need to spawn. So we will spawn here. which gives us 1 fatty, which is going to be problematic because Gilbert has the hammer. Spawning down there is a necromancer. So a necromancer and a necromancer spawn. Alright, and then in the far corner we have nothing, because we are in blue. Alright, first player token. Oh, we have the last one there with the necromancer, which is nothing. So the first player token moves orange Montalban. So he will attempt to open that door. Succeeds. Yep, noise tokens come off. Alright, so he bashed open that door for 1. Okay, oops. My bad. Okay. Alright, spawn the room right next to them. Nothing. In the back. 1 fatty. Alright, well. Okay, Gilbert is needed down here, because there are fatties galore. So that was 1. I guess we will back up 2, 3. Because we cannot kill the fat guys. And that was, so Mortimer. Alright. Mortimer will search. Get a fireball spell. You know what? Let's 2 to take the healing spell from Gilbert. And then 3, he will heal Gilbert. Return the favor. Okay, Bob. Not much Bob can do. Again, we're trying to, we kind of have to fall back because of the fatties till we get another 2 damage weapon, or we manage to get Gilbert in that way. So we need to go, and he needs to be healed anyway, so we'll go 1, 2, 3. Alright, Chauncy. Alright, well, Chauncy will search, find plenty of bolts, which will be potentially useful. You know what? 2, he's going to take the healing from Mortimer. And 3, he will heal himself. Actually, he's going to heal Bob, because he can see Bob. And that just leaves himself with the healing spell. And that puts another noise over here. Gilbert. So Gilbert's going to have to... you know what? I think he will search, though, because it would be good to try to get him some armor. Alright, well, he finds a Death Strike spell that he can give to Bob. So, 1, 2, 3, we will give Death Strike to Bob. So Bob can now help kill fatties. The 2 of them can come down this way. And Beauregard. He could come over here and kill him. But no, I think he's just going to go 1, 2, 3. We will just back up, better part of valor there. Actually, he'll go here, because then he'll be able to shoot the runner next turn as the runner gets that way. And that was everybody. So it is now Zombies' turn. So they will move their 1. And then move their 2. Because again, that is still the noisiest zone. Alright. We can spawn, I guess. Over here, we have 1 more NPC. Okay, over there, we have a double spawn, so we're going to get 2 cards for the far one over there. So we have 1 walker and 1 NPC. Not too horrible. And then first player token passes to Mortimer. Alright, so Mortimer has a fireball, which again is something that would be good for to get to Bob, although again Bob doesn't have a magic action. You do have to remember Bob has lucky. So he's in there. He's going to, we can take off these noise tokens. Don't need them at the moment. So he will search. Ooh, finds a sword. That will be handy to give to Chauncy. So 1, 2, he's going to give the sword to Chauncy. And he'll go ahead and take the short sword just in case. And we need to be prepared to, let's see, Chauncy doesn't have any experience, so he can pick up that axe without an issue. We do have more stuff coming, so 1, 2, 3. He's going to go ahead and move here. That way Bob can grab the fireball too, as needed. Speaking of Bob, now he can't get here to kill the fatty yet, so he's going to take the fireball for 1. Again, it's not like he has to have all the spells, but at some point he will want the spell. So we'll give the Mana Blast to Mortimer in case he needs a ranged weapon. 1, 2, 3, he will step up there. Preparation. Chauncy, alright, so Chauncy wants to search. Ooh, and he finds another sword, so he can actually dual wield those swords. He probably should have healed himself first. But that's alright, so he's going to keep the healing in a sword. He's going to put the second sword in his backpack for now. And then he's going to cast healing for his second action. Makes noise there. And then he's going to move there for his third action. Alright. Gilbert. We'll go 1, 2. Bob goes first next turn, so I think he's actually fine right there. Because then we'll let Bob be able to kill him. And yeah, 2 and nothing to trade for 3. So Beauregard, oh, except he can't kill the runner. I forgot about that because of the fat guy. So Beauregard, he wants to go. He's going to go start searching too. So 1, 2, 3. And then it is to Montalban, who definitely needs to at least back up. 1 there. And actually 2, 3. I think he's gonna protect from against that runner. I think that'll be the plan. All right, so then it is Zombie's turn. So they're gonna go move 1. What is the closest? 1. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We get to choose. Let's choose to have him go this way. 1, 1, and then 2, 2. All right, so let's spawn over here. We have 1 walker. All right, over there. Nothing. That's wearing iron blue. Far one over there gives us 1 NPC. And then last is the Necromancer spawn, which gives us nothing in blue. Good. First player moves to Bob. We can take off the 1 noise token that's there. Alright, so Bob's going to use Death Strike to kill him. So there's 1 die hitting on 4. Hits. It makes a noise and kills. Gives Bob 1 more experience. And then you know what? 2, 3. We need to push on because we got that Necromancer there. Chauncy. Alright, so Chauncey's going to search first. Gets a chain lightning spell that also allows him to rearrange his inventory so he can equip that second sword, put healing in his backpack. 2. Now this could be dangerous, grabbing that X, because if it's green, it's going to start spawning that. But hoping it's not, it is, nope, it is just a red one. So he gets that. That puts him up for 5. So he is at 5. So 1 to search, 2 to pick that up, 3 he will step. So Chauncy's dual wielding swords, so he's actually in a good shape to help out. Gilbert's still a little bit lacking here with just 1 hammer, but we'll have to get him stuff. Speaking of Gilbert, it is his turn. 1, and that will hit. Boom. And he will simply step here 2. To help out. Beauregard will step in 1, 2 to search. And he finds himself a longbow. Well, that's good. That works, complements with the short bow. He just needs plenty of arrows here. And I think he's going to stay there. He's not going to move. Let him keep searching as long as we can, because he's also almost the highest in experience here. We've got Montalban in orange. Alright, he's got 2 short swords. So first one, there's a 4, so that is a hit. Gets him 1 experience. So 1, 2, 3. He's gonna move. We're gonna push in here as we can. Anyway, and then we have Mortimer with the great sword. You know what? He's gonna go 1, 2 to search. Ooh, we get the dragonfire blade. It can only be used in orange, but that's a good thing to pick up early on. 2 dice hitting on 3s, doing 2 damage. It'd be good to get to give somebody, or actually, theoretically, he could use it because since he doesn't have a 2 damage weapon. And then 3, he'll step back out because again we need to start opening those doors before we get into yellow. Hopefully. So he was yellow. All right, and he was the last person. So zombies get to move. Dice out, they move there, he moves there, he moves there, they move there, he moves there. Alright. Spawning. So we'll spawn here. It gives us 1 runner. Not a good place for a runner. Over there we have the necromancer. So the necromancer moves here. Okay. And then 3rd over there we have nothing in blue. And then the necromancer spawn is a nothing in blue. Good. And then the first person token passes to Chauncy, and we can remove the 1 noise token that's on there. Alright, so Chauncey's doing pretty well. Let's search. Gets us a hand crossbow. Not something that he wants, but something he can potentially pass off. Who's in there with him? Beauregard's with him. I mean, he does have plenty of bolts. So, he's actually going to pass stuff to Chauncy, or to Beauregard. So he's going to give Beauregard the hand crossbow and the plenty of bolts. Which Beauregard will now equip the hand crossbow instead of the short bow. So he has the hand crossbow and the longbow equipped. Chauncy still has just the 2 swords. And in his backpack he's got chain lightning and healing. So that was 1, 2, 3, he will step out. Gilbert. Alright. So we need to kill all this stuff. Alright, which is going to be rough. Because we don't have ranged weapons other than, other than Bob. So, Gilbert will swing at him. Misses 1. hits. That went, I guess you can see it. It went over there, so it's a 4. So the second swing hit gets him experience, kills him. Oh, actually doesn't get him experience. We'll keep those NPCs so we can get those vault weapons. Not that I have any melee vault weapons, but they can certainly be useful. He does not want to move in because we need Bob to shoot in there. Yeah, and in fact, actually, probably Montalban will go in and grab the fireball or something, try to kill some of this stuff beforehand. So yeah, I don't think Gilbert can do anything else. He'll just guard there. I guess he'll make a noise just because. All right, so Beauregard, green, is going to search, and he finds plenty of bolts. Well, we've already got plenty of bolts. That's 2. Yeah, I think we need to migrate everybody there. So 1 search, 2, 3. Montalban. All right, so Montalban's going to step up 1. 2, he's going to trade with Bob, because we need to try to get rid of this pile of stuff, because the necromancer, and he gets it last, so we need to clear out some stuff before Bob can take his turn. And then so 3, he's going to use his fireball, the fireball. Actually, he only has to get 1. I'm going to leave the death strike on Bob, because the death strike, the fireball can only kill 1 thing. The rest will go on to the fatty, because the order is Walker, fatty, necromancer gets hit last. He's only got 1 action, so all he can do is shoot the fireball and kill, or I guess he could have done the death strike and killed the walker. So no point in trading both, and that saves an action for Bob to grab the death strike back. So there's 1 hit, which is what he needed. Boom. Okay. Now is Mortimer's turn. Mortimer being yellow. And he will go 1, 2, 3. He will be up here prepared to help out. Breaking in some doors and grabbing some X's. Bob's turn. Bob's got the death strike, so he's going to shoot into here. Got to kill the fatty first. A 6 will hit. That's another noise. Second. Now we're hitting the. Oops. That's a miss. That was a 1. Let's use his. We'll use his lucky. And there's a 4. Boom. Dead necromancer. Puts Bob up to 4. And we will go ahead and remove this double spawn that's over there. And there's 1 action left, but we don't want to move up closer because that is a runner. So I think we are... oh, he has 1 action left. He can trade. So let's go ahead and trade with Montalban. Give Montalban the short sword and take the fireball back for Bob. And then Bob was the last person. So that is it. So we'll go ahead and move the zombies. So he'll go 1, 2, and they move there. And then we'll spawn. So we'll spawn over here. So we've got nothing. Over there we've got 1 runner. Good, at least he's a little ways away. And then in the far corner over there we have 1 walker. Alright, first player token passes to Gilbert. We can remove these here. So Gilbert swinging with the hammer. 5 will kill him. Kill the runner, dead runner. 2, 3. So be prepared to try to open a door next turn or what have you. What's next? Beauregard. Beauregard wants to avoid killing walkers. So he's just going to go 1, 2, 3. Montalban in orange. I guess he's going to go 1, 2, 3. I'm trying to look who can afford. Actually, right now nobody can afford to pick up an X without going into yellow. So that means we kind of need to be in a position to pick up all 3 of those X's at the same time, I think. So I think that will probably work. So we are at Mortimer, so he's going to go 1, 2, 3, and he's going to be prepared to take on that runner. Really, the one person we need to be really careful of is he cannot kill walkers because he's at 6, and we don't want him to kill more than one guy, Chauncy there, because he's at 5. But we do have Bob at 4, and everybody else is at 2, looks like. So we are in good shape, I suppose. That was Mortimer, Montalban. No, Montalban went in there. But Mortimer, Bob. So it is Bob's turn. We do need to search as well. 1, 2, 3. Let's get another round of searching in this building as we can. And he will simply go 1, 2, 3 to try to avoid all those folks. Alright, and that was all. So zombies will move. 1, 2. Now the question is, so this is going to be the noisiest room. What's the fastest way? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So he's going to come this way. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Not that it really matters, but next turn they will split if this is still the same noisiest room. Alright, so let us spawn. So we'll spawn over here. We have a double spawn, so 2 over there, which is going to be a double spawn and a walker. Okay. So we get 1 walker, and then we get 2 cards over there, which will be 2 walkers. Alright, and the second card is 1 fatty. Way over there. That's fine. That works just okay for me. Alright, so we start with Beauregard. He's going to go 1, 2, and search. 3. Ooh, he finds a bastard sword. That's just what Chauncy actually wants. Since he has Swordmaster and can dual wield bastard swords, if we can find a second one. So, good. Alright, but that was his 3. Start reorganizing some of the weapons of these folks. Alright, so Montalban in orange. So he'll search. Again, we want to search as much as we can here. We get a speed spell, which actually could be useful. So he's going to equip that instead of one of the short swords. 2, he's going to trade with Beauregard, I think. Let's kind of try to get this kind of organized. And he's going to pick up the bastard sword. And we're going to give Beauregard a short sword, in case Beauregard needs to open a door. And then for 3, he's going to use speed on himself to go 1, 2. And that gets him close enough to get the weapon to exchange weapons on Chauncy's turn. Mortimer. Alright, Mortimer's up against a runner. Got 1 hit, that's all he needed. Puts him up to 5. Okay, and so that was 1. You know what? 2, 3. Let's let him get there prepared to open the door on his turn. And next turn, so Bob will search. Find some plate armor. Perfect. We need to give that to Gilbert. So 1, 2, 3. Give that to Gilbert, who now has ironhide and plate armor. Awesome. Now he can hopefully soak up some hits. We actually should get him the healing spell as well, and that way he can try to take as many hits as he can and then also heal himself. Red, Chauncy has the healing spell, so that will make a pretty dangerous combination here. Oh, and there was a noise here because speed was cast. Alright, that was Bob, so it's now Chauncy's turn. So Chauncy's going to go 1, 2, he's going to trade with Montalban. So he's going to give Montalban both the swords. For the bastard sword and speed. So that was 1, 2, and then 3, he's going to move here in preparation to help Gilbert opening that door and potentially give him the healing spell. And in fact, actually, he's going to equip the Bastard Sword and the Chain Lightning rather than the speed spell, because I don't think he'll need it quite yet. Alright. And then it is Gilbert's turn. Gilbert will open that door. Hopefully. 1, he fails. 2, he fails. 3, he succeeds. Of course, it would be the last last action, but at least he has plate now. So, and what is in that room? 1 fatty. Okay. All right. Well, we can deal with that. Anything else? He was last. So let us go with the zombies get to move. So fat guy moves there. He's going to move there. Now instead of splitting, this person's going to go, all these people are going to go this way, all these zombies, because they can see Mortimer there. They can see them. Noises zone is there, so he's going to move there. Alright. So, spawning here. Double spawn, so 2 over there. Blue is nothing. And blue is nothing. Two abomination cards. Alright. And then there in the far side is 1 standard walker. Not too horrible as of this moment. First player token moves to Montalban. Can remove all of these. So, what is the point right now? What do we need to do? We need to open that door, and then we need to grab the X's. So who is the lowest? Gilbert is the lowest at 2. Mortimer's low at 2. Montalban's low at 2. Okay. Fortunately, there is not a lot. He does have hit and run. But that's not really going to help a lot. Because he can't kill the fatty unless he grabs the hammer from Gilbert. But he can make things a little bit easier. So he's going to go 1. 2, he's going to trade and grab the hammer from Gilbert temporarily. And 3, he's going to take one smack. And he misses. Okay. Well, you know, it was worth a shot. So Mortimer's going to open that door. Which he does. Good. Good. Bashes that sucker in. Boom. What is in that room? There is nothing there. Okay. He has a mana blast. So he will go ahead and shoot the mana blast at him. He kills him. Hey. Gets him 1 experience point. And then 3, he will move in there. Try to get set up for next turn. So Bob. Well, phooey. Alright, so 1, he needs to grab the hammer from temporarily. 2, he's going to swing. Kills him with the hammer. Go Bob. And then 3, he's going to trade the hammer back to Gilbert. Chauncy. Alright, Chauncey's red. So Chauncey's going to spend 1 to give healing to Gilbert. Chauncey's pretty high up. You know what? 2, and then 3, he's going to search. Actually, Gilbert's coming in here, so he's going to move in here. Although Beauregard hasn't gone yet, so... yeah, he's in there. Alright. Search the Quicksilver Sword. Alright, so that's a sword that can be used in yellow. 4 dice hitting on 4s and gain the lucky skill. So that's actually probably a good weapon to give, say, like Gilbert, because all he's got is the hammer. And Chauncey's got, although it is a better weapon, he can't use it yet, but it is slightly better than the Bastard Sword. Other than it can't kill fatties. So we'll consider that. Okay. 1, 2, alright, and that was, yeah. No, that was, wait, Chauncy moved 1, 2 to search. Who do I want to grab that other one? Gilbert, we want Montalban to grab one of those. But he had to go first, so that's fine. Actually, we may have Gilbert come and get ready to pick that one up. And then we'll have Montalban pick that one up. Alright, so 3, he can step back out. Speaking of which, Gilbert will move 1. He's going to search. Picks up plenty of arrows, which is perfect. 2, he's going to give that to Beauregard, who has a, has the longbow. And then 3, so he's there for next turn. And then last is Beauregard, who will search for 1, finds a repeating crossbow. Well, he has plenty of bolts. Unfortunately, it's 3 dice hitting on 5s. Does he really want it? He's got the hand crossbow, he's got the longbow, which could be useful. He's got a short bow, he's got plenty of arrows, plenty of bolts. He does have 2 short swords. I guess he doesn't need 2 short swords. We'll just use 1. Because that's only if he absolutely needs to open a door. So he's going to keep the repeating crossbow just in case he needs to. But that was a 1. I guess a 2. And he'll sit there for this turn. And that was it. So all the zombies get to move. Noisiest zones here, which is actually probably means these guys are going to split. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep, so these guys are going to split. Which means we get a second fatty. Darn splitting rules. Alright, noise can go, well, yeah, noise can go away. Alright, let's spawn over here. Still in blue, probably last turn. 2 NPCs. Okay, over there. Oops, wrong cards. 2 more NPCs. And the third one is one fat zombie. Boom. Alright. First player token passes to Mortimer with the greatsword. Alright. Well, we're in position to grab these 3. And when somebody grabs one, well, there's nobody that's not, there's nobody that's not going to go into yellow. So, Mortimer's going to grab it. We'll go into yellow. It is the blue one. Okay, so actually we don't have to grab any of these. That puts him up to 5, or 5, so he's at 8 for 1. So we just actually need to get in there. We don't actually need to pick up any of those X's. He will search. Oh, and he gets a zombie. Okay, he will use his greatsword. Third action, kills it. And then he will step out. Okay. Alright. It could be worth picking some up just to give us, have everybody get into yellow. The downside is, if we grab the green one, that's going to spawn. And I don't think it's worth the aggravation of having that extra spawn and having those extra enemies. I think we'll get up there in time. So let's just try to consolidate everybody over here, get through that blue door. We can get in here, try to spawn this in yellow. I think that's probably a good plan. So Bob, but we can kill some stuff on the way. So Bob's going to go 1. And he'll fireball over here. He'll kill both of these, and he's not going to take the experience for them. Yeah, he'll go ahead and just collect them. 2. And he will do the same over here. Actually, no, because he's only got 3, so he's going to back up. Let's just fall back. Remember, we really need to get in there as we can. We can search and fight our way through. So it is now Chauncy's turn. Okay, so he will go 1, 2, and 3. He's going to equip the chain lightning, so he has a ranged attack, which could be useful. Alright, we've got Gilbert. 1, 2, 3. He's just gonna, that's as far as he can go. Beauregard. Now Beauregard, we don't have to worry about him getting yellow because we are in yellow. So he's going to move here 1, and then he's going to shoot these guys. We got the hand crossbow, 2 dice, hitting on 3s, both hit. Okay, and that actually gives him 4 experience, because the the NPC zombies count as walkers in basically just about every respect, including extra activations and things like that. And he is actually going to take the experience and not worry about taking the NPC. I've already got 3 people with some NPCs on them. And so that was 1, 2, 3. He will step off that way. Alright, and then Montalban. So he's going to do 1 to equip the sword in his second hand. 2, 3. And we will go there. Alright. Zombies move. Looking for brains. Okay. Noisy zone 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright, so unfortunately that means they are going to split again. Did not think or pay attention to that, but and I don't think I moved him. Okay, spawning over here. Now we are in yellow. Alright, so we get a standard abomination, which is going to suck, because even though it's a standard abomination, we do not have any 3 damage weapons. Good news is he's just a standard abomination, so he's slow, no special rules. And again, I'm playing, there's only 1 abomination at a time, so as long as I keep him on the board, none of the nastier ones will show up. We'll spawn over there, and better that he spawned over here, where we're going away from. Speaking of that, so again, I am replacing that with a fatty. Boom. Alright, and the third one over there is one runner. Okay. So we can pull off the 1 noise token we had. First player moves to Bob. Okay, so we need to run away from the abomination, get in that door, and start searching for stuff to kill abominations with. So we'll go 1, 2, he's going to fireball into there. 1, 2, 3, and he will take these. He will take 1 of them, because the other one's a duplicate. So that gives him 2 experience points, which puts him into yellow, which is good to know. So he has 2 actions left, which he'll spend to move here, and you know what? He will death strike at him, since he has that ability. Got him. One more. Nice. Alright, Chauncy in red is going to go... Oops. That should be a noise there. So he will go 1, 2... and then he will go ahead and cast Chain Lightning here at that fellow. 3 dice hitting on 5s. And he got 1. Doesn't really matter. He got at least 1. And it gets him experience point, puts him up to 6. He's almost in yellow. I've got to kind of get everybody into yellow if I can for that extra action. Okay, Gilbert. 1, 2, 3. Beauregard. Beauregard's already in yellow. I think I'm going to do this. 1, he's going to swap the longbow for a short sword. Actually, both short swords. Oh no, I got rid of one, so for a short sword. Actually, who else is... Oh, that's just Gilbert and Bob. Okay, neither one will help. 2, 3, he's going to take one swing to try to open that door. He succeeds. Okay. And then I can spawn there. So we'll spawn closest to farthest in yellow, so 1 NPC. Next one, 4 NPCs. And the last room, the third room in the back there, a necromancer. Of course, there would be a necromancer putting the spawn point back there. Alright, and then spawning for the necromancer spawn point, 3 walkers. Well, it could be a lot worse. Alright, and then, well, he has 1 action left. You know what? He might as well shoot that guy with the hand crossbow, and that will kill him, and he will take the experience for that. Montalban in orange. So he'll just go 1, 2, 3. We'll go here. And Mortimer in yellow. Is going to go, I guess, just 1, 2. Did I skip over Chauncy? Oh, I moved the wrong person. Huh. Because Chauncy had the chain lightning. Chauncy had moved 1, 2. Alright. I moved somebody wrong. That's probably, I would imagine, Montalban. Because I'm like, how did he get so far back? He's got the chain lightning. He moved second. Yeah, he was the one who moved after Bob and should have shot there, so it was not him. What did he do? He didn't do anything. 2, and then he fired. Alright, hold on. Okay, so here's what happened. As I just looked back, I had actually moved Beauregard in green instead of Chauncy red. And then when I went to do Beauregard, I counted him as here, and he opened up the door. So what I'm going to do, obviously Chauncy moved chain lightning and killed the one that was there, right? Then Beauregard will go 1, 2, 3, 4. He would have killed. Actually, the door would have been shut, so he wouldn't have done anything. He would have just come here and waited, because then we'll have Montalban go 1, 2, 3, and then I'll say just that Mortimer had moved up and bashed open the door on his last action. 1, 2, 3, and he opened the door. So it kind of works out the way it was. We spawned everything. We just have this 1 extra NPC alive there. I might not have, wanted the last person on his last action to open that door, but this way it minimizes going back and redoing anything. I probably would have, if I had choice then, I would have stayed here for a turn, opened this at the start of next turn. But it is what it is. We will just go with that. No real harm, no foul here. So we'll go ahead and move all the zombies. I'm not sure. I apologize. I'm not exactly sure why. I know I actually saw on the video that I grabbed Chauncy's model and then went to check on something and then went back and grabbed Beauregard's model. So I don't know why that was, but that is what happened. So let's spawn over here. Still in yellow, so 3 walkers. Not a big deal. I can deal with 3 walkers. Okay, challenge is going to be over here. What have we got? We have all standard fatties. Get another action. Ooh, alright. So, chomp chomp. However, we have Gilbert there with plate armor. So he's got a 2+ save. He's going to take that attack. And he succeeds. And then they will move. And actually, it might be better for him to do take the 3+ plate with the reroll. I believe his Ironhide can give him a reroll. I don't know if that's going to be more effective. 2+ or 3. 3+. Does it actually? I should double check that. Oh, and in fact, you know what? I've been playing Ironhide as a 5+ armor save, not a 6+ armor save. Yeah, and it does not give a reroll, so ha, I am wrong. That's okay. You know, it's there's a lot to keep track of. All right, that was the spawn for over there. So the spawn for there is a double spawn, which means 2 at the Necromancer inside the building, which gives us a double spawn. So I'll put a double spawn back here, and a second card for inside the building, which is 2 walkers. Alright, so we have 2 walkers, and then 2 more cards for over here. So 3 wolves. Some more wolves, finally. Luckily, pretty far away. And the second card is another double spawn. Just one I shouldn't have said anything. So 2 cards on top of us is a Necromancer, which just moves him. And the other card is a Necromancer. So it just simply moves the Necromancer, trying to get out that exit really quickly. It's like quick before the heroes can do anything. Alright, but he fell right into our clutches. I don't know, we're heroes. Do heroes actually have clutches? Grasp, I guess, it would be. Evil, the villains are the ones that have clutches. Alright, first player moves to Chauncy with his bastard sword, which can in fact kill the fat fellow, so he will. 1. That will miss, unfortunately. Second action. Come on, he just needs to kill 1 to get into red. There we go. 2. Or get into yellow, I mean. Kills him. I don't want to steal anything, per se, from other people who are trying to get into yellow. But I also don't want to waste actions. Well, you know what? Well, 3. He's going to chain lightning over here. Got it. Got that one. And then 4. Well, I forgot he does have the Quicksilver sword to equip too. Guess he could have done that rather than killing that one, but that's fine. That opens up killing the fatties for Bob or something. So Gilbert. Well, Gilbert needs experience points, so he's going to move 1, 2 to attack. Nope, 3 to attack. There we go. Kills 1. And we will kill the Necromancer, obviously. And we will pull this one off, because that's annoying. Although the one we're standing on is annoying as well. But since we're headed that way, and hopefully we can deal, we got Gilbert there, who's all healed up with his plate armor. Alright, so Beauregard, I think is going to shoot at, in the adjacent. So, hand crossbow. 2 dice hitting on 3s, so that will kill 2. And actually, he's going to collect these simply because I don't want to keep him to get into orange. So it was 1, 2 to reload, 3. We're going to shoot them. Actually, 1. He can actually trade with people. And that might be a good idea as well. Alright, he's going to trade with Chauncy to let Chauncy wield the Quicksilver sword, and he's going to take the Bastard sword. And then he's going to trade the Bastard sword to Gilbert. for now. So Gilbert has the bastard sword and the healing equipped. Simply that way, Gilbert needs a second die. The Quicksilver sword, 4 dice hitting on 4s. That's fine for Chauncy. And it's yellow, so he's really the only one who can use it. And that was his 4. 2, 3. I guess he has 1 action left, but there's nobody left to trade with. I guess he could trade with Mortimer and give Mortimer the repeating crossbow instead of... yeah. Sure. I don't know what's better, but we'll leave it at that. Montalban needs to kill stuff. So he's got 2 swords, so that's 4 dice. Hitting on 4s, so there's 2 hits. There's only 1 guy there, and he will kill him and actually take the experience, since we really need him to get the experience. So 1, 2, 3, he's going to attack and try to kill these 2. Kills those 2, and again he will take the experience. Gives him 2 more, which puts him up to 5. So not quite there, but getting close. And then, oh no, Bob goes last. So I was like, did I skip Bob? No. So we have Mortimer now. So Mortimer's going to move in 1. He will search for 2. Finds another hand crossbow. Okay, well that's something to give Beauregard, and Beauregard can dual wield those things rather than the longbow. Okay. And then he's actually just going to stay there, because I think even though he's got ranged weapons, again, we need Gilbert and Montalban to get into yellow. Neither one of them are in yellow yet. So it is Bob's turn. Bob's last. So Bob's going to shoot some death strikes at those fatties. Hope to kill them. That's a miss. He's going to use his lucky. That's still a miss. Okay, he will do it again. That is a miss. Lucky reroll will hit, and that will kill 1. You know what? He'll do it a 3rd time. No, actually, he won't. He's going to go 1, 2. There. Okay. That is what we were going to do. So that was the last heroes. The zombies are going to move them all up by 1. Okay, and then second and 3rd moves, because there's nobody else who has a lot of moves. All right, and then we'll spawn. It's over here, yellow. 2 wolves. So 2 more wolves. Trying to get some wolves. Now we need to try to open this while we're still in yellow. Oops, they're not in the room. Okay, on top of where we are, we get the Abominarat. Okay, well that's good and bad. So good news is he's not actually right on top of us. Oh, except duh, we already have a. As I said, we already have an abomination, so that is just going to spawn a fat zombie on top of us. Alright, over there. Necromancer. Bah, we just got rid of 1. And then the Necromancer spawn point that's over there. 1 fatty. Okay, and I believe the closest is going to be here, so that is where he is going. Which is going to be a little bit of a pain. First player marker moves to Gilbert. What can we do? Gilbert! Okay, well luckily he has the bastard sword, so he can take out this fat zombie for 1, which he does. Good. Puts him up to 4. 2, 3, he will again attack. and misses, which is unfortunate because he needs experience. Beauregard. Okay. Beauregard does have the longbow, so I think what he's actually going to do is he's going to shoot the wolves. So 1 kills a wolf. 2 misses, but he has plenty of arrows, so he'll re-roll that. That will hit. And then 3, that will hit and kill the wolf. So that's 3 points of experience for him. Puts him to 14. And then 4, he's going to step in the room with everybody else. Okay, Montalban. So he needs to finish up. He's got 4 dice hitting on 4s. Kills 2, which is good. And that is just enough to put him into yellow. So he has an extra action. That was 1. So again, we'll hit here. 2, that will kill him. You know what? He's going to use his hit and run. I don't use this very often because he killed some to move there as a free move. There was 2. Third action, he's going to kill these guys. I was thinking, do I need to save some to try to get Gilbert into yellow? But no, let's clear these guys out. That is 2 more. And then 4, get there to, he can get ready to open the vault door. He's got 4 dice to do that. So Montalban, I think we'll search and gets a zombie, which he will then kill, which and does. So 1, 2. You know, 3, 4. Bob. One. Let's 2 to death strike. Hits him. 3 to fireball. Kills him. Good, got rid of the runner. So that was the third action, and 4, he will step back in. And then Chauncy, going last, is going to go 1, 2 to search. Finds a zombie. Jeez. Aren't that many zombies in there. Oops. 3, he will use his Quicksilver sword. Kills him. So 1 to move, 2 to search, 3 to attack, 4. So we're heading that way. That was everybody. So zombies get to move. We do have to keep in mind somebody's going to stay back to try to kill the necromancer, but we do also have the have the wolves and the abomination there, so we'll see. So spawning over here, so 3 walkers. Spawning right next to us is 2 walkers. And then spawning over there, all cinder walkers get another activation. And the necromancer spawn point, 1 fatty. Alright, first player token passes to Beauregard. Unfortunately, he's kind of stuck in there, isn't he? Bah, humbug. Because of that extra activation. And we do want Gilbert to be able to kill stuff. Actually, who had that extra hand crossbow? Mortimer, yellow. Oh, he went way up there, huh? You know what? I think they're going to be able to do it. So, bah. Yeah, because I don't want to hit. I don't want to risk hitting him. He's only got ranged stuff. He could kill this fellow. I think we're alright. So he's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 and get there because we want to get the second hand crossbow. I think. So Montalban in orange. So he's going to try to open the door. And he succeeds. So boom. 1. What? 2. 3, let's take that look. It is an orcish bow. Alright, not great. It's not a 2 damage weapon. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. Ooh, does he risk opening that? I think he's going to wait. We should all wait in here so that we can all just jump out into that room and take on whatever might be in there, or back up as need be. So he's actually not going to do anything with his last action. So now we have Mortimer. Okay. So Mortimer will search. Ooh, finds transmutation, which actually could be a really useful spell. And in fact, he will actually equip it. So the Mana Blast. 2, he's going to trade with Beauregard to give him the hand crossbow. The short bow, he's going to take like the short bow. Let him keep the longbow just in case he needs extra range. But he's got some extra stuff he can change. So that was 1, 2, 3. He's going to use transmutation. So once per turn, discards an equipment card of your choosing from the inventory, which is going to be the starting Mana Blast, and then draw an inventory card. So it's like a search. And he gets a lightning bolt. Okay? That makes a noise, not that it matters. Right, and then he's going to move down into the vault for his 4th action. Alright, Bob. Bob is next. Bob will go ahead and fireball out there. Just to be on the safe side. That will get Bob up by 1. And then he will spend 3 to move there. Okay. Alright, Chauncy. I think we may need help. Hopefully Gilbert, so let's keeping the rear going. So then again, if we're going to open this up, Gilbert, let's see, 2 dice hitting on 4s. He can get 3 sway. Actually, 2 still won't be enough to get him into yellow. So I think we actually need to stay there. So we're going to search, see what we get. We get another fireball spell, which I guess he'll do 1, 2, and he'll trade it to Bob. So Bob can dual wield those if needed. Question comes down to, will Gilbert survive? You know what? I think he will. 3, 4. We'll move there. Gilbert's got the armor. I mean, I'm just saying because he's got the wolves. 1, 2, 3. The wolves will be on him next turn if he doesn't. And theoretically, Bob's there if need be to try to give some help. And so is Beauregard. Speaking of which, it is now Gilbert's turn. So 2 dice sitting on 4s with the bastard sword. Kills 1. Puts him to 5. Second action. Kills. Puts him to 6. Leaves him with 1 action left so he can hop there. Perfect. Alright, so that was everybody. Zombies get to move. I may just let that necromancer go. As dangerous that may be. Just need to get this and then get somebody into red. Now, granted, we don't have anybody in orange yet. That still maybe, we still might be okay. Let's spawn over here for yellow. So there's a fatty over there. 2 walkers. Okay, over on the far side, 2 runners. And the necromancer spawn. It's 1 fatty. Lots of fatties coming out from over that direction. Alright, first player token moves to Montalban. Okay, who will open the door, and let's see what we get. So 4 dice on 4s. He gets a success, which is all he needed. So it puts a noise here. We open there, and let's spawn. So might as well spawn in that room. 2 wolves. This room. 4 walkers. Alright, that room gets 3 NPCs. Okay, and last room there, 2 NPCs. Okay, so that was 1. So 2, he's going to step forward. 3, he's going to attack the wolves. Ooh, and he gets 3 hits. So good, that will kill 2 wolves. Alright, so now we have yellow Montalban. I think I'm going to wait to transmute. He's going to go 1. He does have the repeating crossbow, so he will go ahead and shoot over here for 2 on 5s and 6s. That will kill 2 of them. Nice shooting. Okay, third attack, shoot in the same place. Nope. So, Gilbert's got a second. I was like, I have a second, plenty of bolts there. Alright, and oop, that went off the board, but that was another 6, so that kills 2. 1, 2. Alright. Bob. You know, I think we just run up here. Yeah, because there's a pair of wolves there that we can't deal with. Let's just move in. Oh, this noise should go away. Yeah, so let's just all consolidate here. So we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4. He'll search. Ooh, repulse. That is a good card. Which, since there are no fatties, I think he's going to equip instead of the Death Strike for the moment. So he has a Fireball and a Repulse. Chauncy in red will go 1, 2 to search. Ooh, you find some chainmail armor. You know what? Since he's got some armor, 3, 4, he's going to attack. So 4 dice hitting on 4s. Lucky because of the sword, the Quicksilver sword. Hey, he gets 3 hits. And he will actually take these 2, not as experience, because those will add to his. He has 3 different NPCs now. Perfect. I'll clear them out. Gilbert. We'll simply go 1, 2, 3. And then... and that is all that he can do. And Beauregard will go 1, 2, 3. He will search. He finds a crossbow.